people that are important to someone you care for. So sometimes you just have to put up with it. I'm Anita.
I'm Alissa.
And today we'll be talking about how we met.
How we met.
So you and I were in the same English class. We were in the same year of animation.
Yeah, we were in the same year in animation.
But I didn't know that for a while.
In first year, right?
Yeah, because I didn't notice.
You were that lump of hoodie in the side of the corner of the class. I just remember I was like, there's this really cute girl in my class, and I'm like, but she's like always wearing these ridiculously large clothing, so I don't know. And she was like in a corner, she was asleep.
The first time I remember meeting you was actually pretty funny. Your best friend, who later became my roommate and then best friend, she won't let me say roommate because she's gonna kill me. Her ex-boyfriend at the time in first year, actually, we used to talk quite a bit. And he bumped into me at a party and he actually introduced me to a bunch of people. And within that group of people was Alissa. So he was basically like, hey, meet person A, hey, meet person B. And you know, everybody shakes hands with you and they're like, hi, it's nice to meet you. Get to Alissa and he's like, this is Alissa. She makes eye contact with me, turned around, walked away. And I was just like, that's rude, but okay.
I was like, you were so cute, and I just could not react. I was like, oh shit, I don't know what to say anymore. So I left before it got any more awkward. I'm pretty sure I also did that because I was ready to go back into the other room because I think there was a girl waiting for me to kiss her.
This is the first time I've heard that, actually.
You saw me in class a few days after that party, and I think I was coming in right after you were finishing your character design class. And I remember you were there, and then Lisa was there, and Lisa knew I had a thing for you. She was like, hey, Anita, what you doing? And then you were like, oh yeah, we just had class, you know, I drew this. And Lisa was like, oh yeah, this was mine. She's like, oh, what does your look like? And then she turned to me, she was like, oh, what's your look like? I suck at that. So I didn't want to show her anything I was doing and anything I was handing in. She wouldn't take no for an answer because that's just how she is. So she was like, show me. And I was like, no. So I backed up a little bit. So she pushes me against this wall and she's pinned me down against this wall. And I've got this piece of paper up there and I'm like holding it and I'm like, no. She's like, give me. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It's cute. You can't reach it, so you might as well give up. Eventually she did give up. That pretty much got my heart racing.
During the March break, when we were working on an assignment, everybody was pulling all-nighters at this point. So I went to the next classroom and I recognized Lisa, and she was sitting next to Alissa. So I decided to talk to her. Alissa actually turned out to be really charming. It was really fun talking to her. And so as I was walking home with my roommate, she asked me what the deal with you was. I said that we were just friends, and she said, you're being sort of flirty. It's like, maybe you shouldn't give her the wrong idea. And so I thought to myself, I guess she's sort of right about that. After that, I did the stupid thing that, you know, immature people do, which is completely and utterly stop talking to you and avoiding you.
It was a lot of big signals. She went from hugging me and all that stuff to literally not even acknowledging my existence. So I took a chance, and a few days later I asked her out. Okay, I was basically like, I know you just recently got rejected, but you know, if you if you ever feel up to it, here's my number.
If you ever feel like talking to anyone,
I guess
here's
so.
my
I
number.
don't know. Something like
and
that.
And then she gave me a post-it note.
Oh,
she's got the worst writing ever.
I got the worst writing.
It looked like a 7-year-old child wrote it. First off, how dare you? Second off, who wrote this? After that, I didn't see you again for like a number of days. I didn't actually stay around campus at the time. So when I came back, I was like, I'm gonna talk to her, I'm gonna be straight up. And she just avoided me. She became a ghost. So like when I saw you again, you're walking down the hall with Lisa, and I remember having to chase you down because I was like, Alissa, 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 and she just kept walking. This hallway led to nowhere. So when I stopped there, I just told her, I was like, I'm really flattered, however, and she just cuts me off and she's like, no, it's okay, I understand. So I was like, cool. It's like, I think I handled that pretty well.
She totally broke my heart.
So I'm walking up the stairs. All of a sudden, I hear the door slam open, and I hear steps coming up the stairs. Bah, 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 bah. And then she's like, hey! And I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I just wanted to say, if you ever change your mind, you can still call me. So after that, I was like, my impression of her was sort of like, wow, okay, she's a little like extra.
I really liked her. I don't know.
So after that, I was like, okay, cool. This is gonna be normal. So yeah. But then she started showing up in all my classes. Whenever I would look outside my classroom door, I just see the ghost of her head passing by. Every time I was leaving a classroom, I felt her coming into the classroom. There was even one time where I was sitting in the front of the classroom. I hear this chair like bounce and slam into the back window. And I just see her stomping her way down the aisle, going out the front door and slamming it. Like
It was just really unfortunate.
She had this friend, let's call him Carl, that was had befriended me in first year.
Who apparently at the time told everybody I was going out with him, which I was not.
He would constantly tell me all these creepy little stories about Alissa and how she's like stalking me.
He really wanted me to go out with him, that's all.
From that point on till summer, I was just slowly getting more and more creeped out by her.
So we went back to a classmate's house and you were there. I don't know why I was there. I think Carly forced me to be there.
It was packed, like wall-to-wall people. It's maybe like one floor, but like people were shoulder to shoulder almost.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was there, I lost my friend in the crowd. And then next thing I know, I see Alissa. So I'm like doing the typical thing where I'm avoiding her. So I go outside to get some fresh air. And lo and behold, there she is.
I admit that. I was following you a little bit. I was trying to talk to you. After that, like Carly was like, "Yo, come with us. Let's go to this person's house for an after party thing." And eventually, we all kind of fell asleep. So it was me with 6 other people on this couch. She was next to me, and by the time she fell asleep, she was like cuddled up against me.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you don't remember this. She was cuddled up against me. So I couldn't move and I couldn't leave, so I didn't bother moving. So I spent that night pretty much awake most of that night and waited the night out pretty much until everybody woke up and we were finally able to leave. I was so ready to go. I was so tired. So you and me and Carly decided to leave and we were helping Carly unpack her dorm. And then after a while, her parents picked her up. I asked her if you want to go grab a bite.
And we ended up at the pizza place.
And we ended up at the pizza place.
That was like the shred of normal in the ocean of weird.
That's because you actually gave me a chance. We kind of went back to the school. I put on a movie for her on the projectors in one of the classrooms, and we hung out until her sister came to pick her up. We kind of just said bye, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. She left, and I was like, well, you know, we're gonna have to wait until next year anyways.
Let us know what you think of our story. We'd love to hear your stories too, so please comment below. And if you like what you saw today, remember to give us a thumbs up. And I guess we'll see you in the next video.